So based on the briefing last evening, let's run you through the biggest takeaways from the successful Operation Sindoor. The first step, of course, phase one of Operation Sindoor was all about targeting terror hubs. And that's exactly what we achieved. We sought to destroy terror hubs, and it happened. 9 terror hubs that were pointed out, that were targeted by our forces with precision strikes, all 9 destroyed and annihilated. Now, besides that, 100+ terrorists have been killed. This has been confirmed by our forces as well, including some of the biggest terror masterminds of the worst terror attacks carried out in Indian soil. Now, also 35 to 40 Pakistani army personnel have been killed. And while we don't celebrate that number, the reality is that this was a result of Pakistan's provocations. We didn't intend to target their military bases, but they chose to attempt to target us, and so we hit back. The hijackers of IC-814, the Kandahar hijacking of Jaish-e-Mohammed, killed in those strikes related essentially to JEM chief Masood Azhar. Besides that, also those who were involved in the Pulwama attack, again, Jaish-e-Mohammed have been killed in these strikes. So essentially, these are terror bosses who had plotted some of the worst terror attacks. They've all now been neutralized because we knew their location and struck right at them. Now, besides that, several Pakistani jets have also been destroyed. There were a lot of reports that suggested this. Our military last evening in that briefing confirmed the same, though they said the onus is on Pakistan to really reveal how many. We can only confirm that, yes, several Pakistani jets have been downed during, in fact, the skirmishes that had taken place. Multiple Pakistani Air Force bases have been destroyed. Footage of the same has also confirmed that about 11 military bases of Pakistan have suffered damages, largely Air Force bases. Radar stations also have been destroyed. Their air defense system completely compromised right now as a result of Indian strikes. Now, the Pakistan DGMO, which is the Director General of Military Ops, was the one who reached out to India, requested for talks, and only after that did a ceasefire happen, because Pakistan said, we want a ceasefire. And mind you, that Operation Sindoor was only meant to target terror hubs. It was because of Pakistan's escalation that India hit back. Now, on Saturday, right after they said we want a ceasefire and India agreed, they resorted to violating the ceasefire. And we're not surprised, because this is Pakistan we're talking about. But they've been told off about the same, which is why last night was peaceful. All goals related to the mission have been achieved. What was the goal of Operation Sindoor? To target terror hubs. That's been achieved. Also, if Pakistan responds to hit back, that's again something that we did. 5 Indian soldiers, unfortunately, have also been killed in this operation, and that's something our military confirmed. All Indian pilots are safe, with some reports suggesting that our jets were downed. Our forces said that, yes, there's been some collateral, but having said that, all our pilots are safe. Indian Navy also was prowling near Karachi, and this perhaps is what led to Pakistan pushing for a ceasefire. The imminent concern that there could be an attack on Karachi, which would have crippled Pakistan, and how. Operation Sindoor, at this point, is still underway. And that's something that our forces, the government, have all maintained, that it's essentially dependent on how Pakistan responds, which is why at this point, this operation is still underway. Now, let's talk about what really has come to the fore on Operation Sindoor, post the briefing by our forces. What are the revelations? Let's run you through those one after another. First, that 40 Pakistani personnel have been dead. There was a lot of back and forth on whether Pakistan army suffered any casualties, any toll. Our forces have confirmed that about 35 to 40 Pakistani personnel have died in these strikes, in India's counter-strike. 5 Indian soldiers have been killed. Again, we didn't have an exact number. That's been given to us by our forces. We are completely transparent, and that's very clear with the details we've put out. All Indian pilots are safe. There has been some collateral, some jets that have been hit, but our pilots have all returned to their bases completely safe. So no casualties as far as the IAF goes. The Indian Navy close to Karachi port, and that essentially is something that the Navy also confirmed, that their naval exercises were very close to Pakistan, very close to Karachi. We did down multiple Pakistan jets, and this is something I told you earlier as well. The number not known, and we'll see if Pakistan really reveals that. Unlikely though, considering they're not exactly known for being transparent. Pakistani jets attempted to enter into Indian airspace, but we ensured that we completely thwarted that. They couldn't come anywhere close to us. And that's why there was, in fact, some dogfight reportedly in the air. High-tech Pakistani jets were downed. And this is the only revelation by our forces. They said, look, it's on Pakistan to give these details of the kind of casualties or how much they suffered. But they've said these were high-tech jets that we managed to down. Pakistan was the first to push and seek for that ceasefire. Revelation 9 is that India has maintained the operation is still on, and also at this point, the reason it's ongoing is because you can never tell what Pakistan's response is.